Right, so, je battrai, I will fight. Well, here is a much bigger battle and a much more difficult one to tackle. And this is it. You cannot be a practicing Roman Catholic and a Christian. So, somehow man has abused your word through the centuries, my lord, to achieve a position whereby something like 1,000 million Roman Catholics, especially amongst the poor people of the world, practice this religion. They are Roman Catholics, they're not Christian. Now, how do I fight that? Particularly, it came to mind recently, I listened to the World Service at night, the BBC. One of the few things about Britain that still is good. A good independent press is very important to keep the powers that be in line and in check. These Jesuit priests out in South America back in the 1700s, but apparently there's a revival of music amongst the poor people, and it is beautiful. You look at music of that period, religious music, but any music, Bach and the rest of them, masses and fugues and all the rest of it, it's beautiful. Paintings too, the whole Renaissance in Italy and so on. But anyway, they've entered the souls of the poor people, the opiate of the masses. If you have nothing, you need something. Oh, so we turn to God then. And it's, you know, it solves the high-ups problem, because if you turn to God truly, then you can't rebel and kill your leaders, as it were. And the poor people hear your word, and the rich people think, ha, give us the money. We'll forgive your sins. And they continue sinning, but their eternal souls are lost. Now, how does one fight that battle? I never come straight out with that. If I meet someone, we'll speak. As it happened on Sunday, this very nice elderly couple came and sat with me. The sound and everything was rubbish. I think the computer can't cope with too much. The software, not the actual computer. If the software was better, then it would cope. But it's not syncing my speech with the picture, and there was other activity, whereas this may work. The dark background, and I can speak up out here. Lovely elderly couple. She was, I think, Protestant side and had converted to Roman Catholic Irish. He was a very softly spoken Belfast man, but a Roman Catholic. Nicer people you couldn't wish to meet. But Roman Catholics, well, I'm not going to leap out of my skin to tell them that their faith is not Christian. They were a very nice elderly couple. He particularly was very softly spoken. She did the speaking, the lady, the woman, his wife. But he was a diplomat. Well, let's listen. Listen to what the other side has to say. You don't jump in there. You know, there can be some very nice Muslims or Hindus or Sikhs or Jains or I don't know, Buddhists, a lot. You don't immediately say, oh, your faith is rubbish, do you? Obviously. Well, I do know that much. But you would seek, as did in that lovely film, The End of the Sixth Happiness, with Ingrid Bergman in China, you would treat people without faith, particularly, but perhaps of another faith, as you would wish to show your faith, and then draw them. Well, in the first instance, you've got to be true to yourself. That's the first battle, right? I am a Christian. I love you, my Lord, with all my heart and soul and mind and strength, and I'm the only one I've got.